Hello, class. The lesson for this afternoon, it's going to be factor a polynomial, okay? So the way you do these, okay, so what we have here is the first one, we have 3x plus 9, okay? So what you have to do is you have to break this apart. They kind of show a little example up here I put, okay, so you can see that, okay? This is how to do it. Okay, so now the example they gave in this one is 15x cubed plus 10x squared. Okay, so what you do is you take each one of these, okay, so they took the 15x cubed and they broke it apart. Okay, that's all they did. They took it and they actually said, hey, 15, what's the factors of 15? Well, let's go. It's 15 and 1, 3 and 5, and that's about it. Now, what's the factors of x cubed? It's x times x times x. Okay, so they wrote that down here. Okay, that's where they wrote it. Okay, now they took the 10x squared. They said, hey, what's the factors of 10x? Well, 10 times 1, 2 times 5. And that's about it. And what's x squared? It's x times x. So they wrote that down here. And now, what do these have in common? Because don't forget, what we're looking for is greatest common factor. See, GCF stands for greatest common factor. So we're looking for what's in common, okay? Hey, the 3 and the 2, they're not in common with each other. Both, they're not in, 15 isn't divided by 2, okay? So that doesn't work. But the 5 is, okay? The 5 is. So we pull the 5 out, okay? And now, on the x's, okay, we got x times x times x. Well, the other one doesn't have x times x times x, but it does have x times x. So you can pull that out. So the greatest common factor is right here. It's 5x squared, and that's all they did. So, hey, let's go down to the problems we have, okay? So what's the common factors of 3? We got 3 and 1, right? I'm going to write them right over here. 3 and 1. 3 and 1. That's the common factors on the tree of 3. Okay? So we write a tree, and we got a 3 and 1. Now a 9. What's the common factors of that? Okay, the common factors is 9 and 1. But the 9 can be broken into 3 times 3. Okay? So, hey, we already know the common factor is 3. It's in both of them. Okay? So let's pull out the 3. So we'll pull out the 3. Okay? So if we take the 3 off of this one, the 3, that crosses off this. So we can write the 3 out here. Now I write my little bracket here. And we take the 3 here. What do we got? A 3 left. Okay, so we got x plus 3. And that's it. You see how that works now? So now if we want to bring it back, bring this over here, we got 3x. Bring this over here, we got 9. So it's plus 9. And that was it. So that was kind of easy, huh? Okay, hey, let's do the next one, okay? So we got 15. Let's write the 15. Okay, 15. Okay, we do the tree. Remember the old tree? So you got a 1 and a 15, right? Now, you take the 15, you can break that into 3 and a 5, right? Now we got the 5. I can already see it. I can already see things working, okay? We got the 5. It's 5 and 1, okay? So we already know 5 is going to be it. I can already see it here. Okay. Now we get the x. Okay. X squared. That's broken on a tree. That's going to be x times x. And then the other one's an x. So the common one is going to be an x. So we can already break this out. We can put a 5x here. Okay. Let's bring a 5x out. Okay. 5x. Let's do my little brackets here. Okay. So if we take 5x and we divide that into 15x, what are we going to have left? We're going to have a 3x. Now, we take the 5x out of a negative 5x. What are we going to have? A negative 1. Negative 1 is going to be left. And that's it. Okay, but you see how that works? You just look for the greatest common factor, and then you just divide that out. You pull that out of them, okay? Hey, let's go on to the next one, okay? The next one. So, this is a little trickier, okay? But hey, what would the greatest common factor here be? Okay, we got the negative 2x cubed, okay, plus the 4x square. I think it's going to be negative, okay? We're going to have negative 2x, okay? Because we can take x out of both of these, and we're going to have an x in the first one. So if we go negative, we got to get rid of the negative thing. Negative x squared is my greatest common factor. So I'll go into both of these, okay? A negative 2x times a negative 2 times a negative 2 is going to be a positive 4, okay? So that works, okay? So now if we break this out, what are we going to have left? Okay, we can put this under here. We put the negative 2x square, okay? This is going to cross this out, but we're going to have an x left, okay? So we know there's an x left. So let's put the x in here. Okay, now on the next one, we take the negative 2x square here. What are we going to have left? We cross this out, we're going to have a negative 2. Wow, see how that worked? That wasn't as hard as you thought, okay? We just broke out what's the greatest common factor of each one of these, and then we just pulled that out. And here's the greatest common factor of everything, okay? So the first one, the greatest common factor was 3. The second one, the greatest common factor was 5x. And the next one, the greatest common factor was negative 2x squared. And all we did was pull that out of each one of these, okay? And that was all there was to it, okay? If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any mathematical friends or any students you know in school, show this to them because they're going to be doing this type of work and maybe this can help them, okay? Maybe they won't know what the factor tree is or they won't know how to get the greatest common factor out, okay? But they might watch this and they might say, oh, this isn't nearly as hard as I thought, okay? So I hope I broke it down for them. And thank you very much. And you guys have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.